And it is showtime. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new live stream and coverage of the Louisiana special elections. So, tonight we are going to cover a lot of stuff. Like, we got two elections going on. So, I'm going to just let me share my screen. And here we go. We're gonna just take a look at the approval rating of President Biden. Right click because this is Biden's been around the 54-40 for past week or so. It's so that's pretty good considering how Trump was during the first special election during his presidency, which surprisingly was Kansas for which almost went Democratic. So let's go over to the current House map. Oh shoot. Let's go over to the current House map. As you can see, coming into tonight, Democrats hold 219 seats. Republicans hold 211. Republicans need a net of 7 to regain control of the House. Like, there's only. But tonight, this is really gonna take place in really red country and blue country. And yeah, this is gonna be a very good night for both sides, honestly. Alright, so now let's go over to where we are gonna be. So we are going to the actual election result tab. We're here, right here. So currently we have Troy Cutter, Karen Carter Peterson, Gary Chambers. They don't have all the candidates listed. Same for District 5. I am looking for some upsets. There could be an upset where Christophe could get up with Letlow, or Connery could actually win it outright. Those are some upsets I am looking for. We also have some State House and BESC. State House race is. But yet, this is gonna be a good old fashioned election. Polls close in about 9 minutes. Again, this is our current House map. Democrats are in the majority. We'll be right back. Alright, so polls close in about 7 minutes from now. So it's gonna be interesting to see what goes on when we get to the actual race results, because they're counting. So we are going to go stop sharing, share screen, application, Louisiana primary, share. So here we go. Here we go. We got 6 minutes until the polls close. And here, polls close at 9 o'clock. So 6 minutes, 5.5 minutes from now. So we are about 4 minutes away 4 minutes away from the poll closings, and yeah, let's go over Biden's approval. So there we go. So Biden's approval is 54.3% approve, 39.9% disapprove. A pretty great rating for Biden. It's not as so 54.3 approve, 39.9% disapprove. So yeah, this is gonna be so anyway, let's just continue. We are going to go now into the So we're gonna go into the Louisiana results now. We got 2 minutes until poll closings. And here we go. So we're about to close the polls. It's gonna be interesting to say the least. Gonna be a very interesting primary. We got about 9 seconds. 59, 49. I just messed up my times. Damn. It's about 40 seconds left until the polls close. It's gonna be interesting. So let's see here. We have Troy Carter, Karen Carter Peterson, Gary Chambers for the Richmond seat. We got Julia Letlow, Candy Christophe, and Chad Connery right now, 40, and looks like the default leaders in the Letlow seat. So polls are about to close right now. Polls have now closed in Louisiana. We can say that it is too early to call in the races for Congress between Letlow and Connery and Christopher, and then in between Carter Peterson, and Chambers. Again, it is too early to call with no one in the lead as of yet because polls have just closed. We're not going to get results yet. Stay with us. All right, so now we're live right now. It is 9:01. Louisiana is closed. It is too early to call in the races for Congress. We have no results yet by parishes. No results, nothing yet. Please stand by. This is going to be so again, it is Democrats are looking for over 34% of the vote in Louisiana 5. That was Biden's number from November. And Cedric Richmond in November got about 81%, I believe. So it's going to be hard to compare. But we'll have to see. And we still have not gotten any results. So it's still too early to call. And the two districts. We're also waiting on another race, the state's House race, and the District 82. It is too early to call an either race outside the congressional races. Still too close to call. Too early in the states of Louisiana districts. I've dropped my glasses, so I gotta go pick them up. But it is too early to call in both races due to insufficient results in. But yet again, Letlow is favored in the 5th district, where it is likely to go to a runoff in the 2nd. Again, Democrats are shooting for 34% in the Letlow seat. And here we go. We got our first results. Julia Letlow has taken a lead in the state of Louisiana's 5th congressional district. She is about 74 votes ahead of Candy Christophe. Chad Conley is ahead, is only at 4%. Over in the second, we have no results, but we can say it will be too early to call. It may be going to a runoff. We're getting more votes. It's Letlow now up 20 points. We're getting votes fast here in the 5th congressional district. Julia Letlow is ahead of Candy Christophe. We're getting votes fast. Chad Conley is very far behind. It's a 20-point lead for Letlow over in the 2nd congressional district. We have none yet. All right, we got tons of results. Karen Carter Peterson and Troy Carter are neck and neck, with Gary Chambers still ahead. It's behind at 19%. We got Baton Rouge coming in. It's pretty good. And here we go. Letlow is now in a great day. She is carrying every county so far. Stand by for a projection. We got projection. Julia Letlow has won the 5th congressional district outright. It is going to be Julia Letlow who is going to stay and going to fill her late husband's seat. It's not going to even be close between Letlow and the Democrats. It is going to be Letlow going to the United States Congress. And that is going to be the race so far for Letlow. So let's now go back to the regular. Let's now go back to the races. Again, Letlow. I don't see anything else where she could fall behind. Letlow has definitely is kicking butt right now. She is very far ahead. And I'm here. It is going to be called Letlow. It is the winner. Over in the regular race, it is very close. It's within 60 votes. 68 votes separates Karen Carter Peterson and Troy Carter. It is most likely. Remember, in Louisiana, he needs 50% or going to runoff. And we got more up there. And here we go. We got more. And it is Troy Carter now in the lead by double digits. Looks like St. John the Baptist County has came in with huge vote advantage for Carter. He has taken a huge lead in the 2nd Congressional District. Julia Letlow is not even close. She is at 61%. This race is going to be called shortly by the AP and New York Times. Remember, we have already called this race the 5th District for Letlow. She will be Congresswoman-elect. Let's now just go over to the House of Representatives map. Let's now go over to the House of Representatives. And here we go. Here's the House of Representatives map. The current balance of power. It is 212 for the Republicans, 219 for the Democrats. It is too close to call at this point. Why am I even saying it? Is Democrats control? Obviously, they won it in November, but that brings this composition for the rest of the Congress up to Republicans 212, Democrats 219. Republicans need a net of 6 to retake control of the House next November. Let's now go back to the regular races. Here we go. Troy Carter has continued to expand a lead. It's a very large lead. Letlow has a 30-point lead at this point. It is not too early to call anymore. It is going to be called very soon, folks. But it is too early to call in the it is going to be close. Not going to be close. Crystal P is currently underperforming President Biden in the 5th District. And over in the 2nd, this is going to go to a runoff. Gary Chambers looks like is out of this race. It looks like it's going to be Carter and Carter Peterson. All right, it's now 12 points between Carter and Carter Peterson. We got more Parises. Iberville Paris has just came in for Carter. It's not looking good. Carter Peterson is falling far behind after starting off very strong. Let's go up down to the fifth, and it is not looking good. Letlow has a very large lead. It's not looking good for Christophe or Connery or any other candidate. It looks like that Julia Letlow will be winning outright tonight. But it seems like if it's going to be a runoff between Carter and Carter Peterson as of right now. Remember, we only have less than a point percentage in for both districts. So it's going to be close. In the second district, it is not. Letlow is the projected winner in my book. This looks like it's going to be Carter Peterson runoff in the second, and a Letlow victory outright in the fifth. But remember, it's still early. It's still it's still early. Letlow could fall under 50 and go into a prime runoff, but it is more likely that Letlow will win outright tonight. But in the Louisiana second, of course, Carter has an 800 vote lead as of right now. Letlow has a very large lead as well. The Democrats have no chance in losing a fifth. This is pretty good turnout. Christopher is not actually close to Biden's numbers, so this is not exactly a loss for the Democrats here. Obviously, this is a solid Republican district, but how can you count this as a loss when the Democrat is performing around the same margin as Joe Biden did? Again, it is too early in the Carter Peterson Chambers race. It is going to be close. There's no way this can be compared to November in the second. It is too close calling the BESC board. Williams, the Democrat, has a lead though. A pretty solid lead for Letlow. I am confident in my call. I am going to take a short break. This is in 2021. We'll return after this. Welcome back to election night coverage. I'm Chop Poco Central. Welcome back to election night. So we are getting pretty close already to making a major projection in the second district between Carter and Carter Williams. It looks like Carter could win outright, but we have to check it out and see later. But let's now go back to the actual results. So let's go. So welcome back. So it is too close to too early to call. Troy Carter has a huge lead over Carter Peterson at this point. Carter could win this outright. Letlow will win it outright. Looks like she will have a very huge victory. Remember, whoever gets elected, if it's under 50% for either race, it will go to a runoff in April. And then on May 1st, we'll have a Texas special election, and then New Mexico the same month, and then we will have some primaries. All right, I'm getting requests that we should look at the BESC race. It is too early to call with Williams in the lead 37-23. And I think we're going to get more results soon. I hope we get more results. Remember, guys, don't start freaking out. If you're a progressive, if you're a supporter of any candidate, don't freak out. It's only very early. Like, it's less than 1% in all the race, in all the parishes. It is very close to end this race. So 23,000 votes have been reported. 10,000 of them have gone to Carter again. This is... I did not mean to do that. Let me try to do that. All right. Remember, it's very early, but right now there's way more. Right now it's too much of a. It is too close to call. It is Christophe and Letlow, and the fifth it is Carter and Carter Peterson in the second. And here we go. We got Troy Carter expanding to a 5,000 vote lead. But it looks like that Gary Chamber, this is going to be close. Remember, it's all early votes, only 29,000 votes in. And this is a pretty populated district. We have not gotten any more results from the Letlow. And we got results from the state house race. Republican Connick has a lead over Democrat Delaney. And BESC board, it is still 37 Williams, 23 Merlin. Obviously, we do not know what is going to happen from now, but it seems like it's going to be Letlow and Carter going to Congress. It is too early to call in the Letlow in the second district. Again, we have already called the 5th district for Julia Letlow. Again, too early in the second. Again, we're on the cusp of calling the second district. So it is going to be very odd to see what is going to happen after this one. So looks like here we go. I'm gonna pull out a pen. I think I can do. No, I can't. No, I can't. Damn. No. Damn, I cannot do the pen. Hold on just a sec, everyone. Oh my god. Alright. So we are not gonna be able to paint, unfortunately. That's all I did in the June 30th, 2020 primaries. So here we go. I'm just gonna do this by the math. So we have Carter with 13,899. We have Peterson 8,298. And on that calculation, it's gonna be 5,601 5601 votes separating Carter and Carter Peterson. So let's go here to. It is very close in District 82 State House. That one's definitely going to run off for sure. So early on, it looked like it was going to be this one is going to go to a runoff, but it looks like Carter may win this outright. We still have not gotten any updates on the Letlow race, but it is going to be cool. It is going to be very, very, very good win for Julia Letlow, the widow of Luke Letlow, who died before he could take office. So this one is it's a 17-point lead exactly. So it is too close to call in the 2nd district. And we always said that Letlow will win in the 5th. We're going to take an air break and then we will be. We're going to take an air break and we'll be right back. Welcome back to live coverage of the 2021 elections. We're gonna go back to the. So we have updated results. I'm guessing from Louisiana. I took a pretty long break, and it is a very good lead so far for Troy Carter, expanding his lead over Karen Carter Peterson. Again, it's still under 50%, so it may still go to a runoff. We still have no result from the 5th district. It is still too close to call. It is still let low win, but however, we have still not gotten any more results from there, which is odd. And we have. I'm going to continue what. Alright, so on my phone, I got all the candidates. So after Chambers, it's. Alright, this is for the second. After Chambers, we got Claston Bernard, Republican, at 5.2%. We got Chelsea Arjon, Republican, 3.8%. Greg Rierete, Republican, 2.7%. Sheldon Vincent, 0.9%. Republican. Desiree Ontiveros, Democrat, 0.6%. Belden Botsty, Independent, 0.4. Christopher Johnson, Democrat, 0.3%. We got Jeanette Porter, Democrat, 0.3%. We got Harold John, Democrat, 0.3%. Mindy McConnell, Libertarian, 0.3%. Lloyd Kelly, Democrat, 0.2%. And Brandon Jolly Cower, Independent, 0.1%. Alright, that was the 2nd congressional district. We're going to the 5th. Alright, so after Connery, we got Robert Lanston, Republican, 1.1. Alan Gilroy, Republican, 0.6%. Jim Davis, Independent, 0.4%. Sancha Smith, Republican, 86 votes, 0.3%. Vinny Mendoza, Independent, 0.3%. Jace Manginson, Republican, 0.1. Horace Melton, Republican, 0.1. Richard Panel, Republican, 0.1. And Errol Victor, less than a 0.1%. Those were all the minor candidates that I could have seen. Again, the top 3 in the 2nd congressional district is Carter Peterson Chambers. In the 5th, obviously, is Letlow, Christopher, and Connery. All right, let's go down to the. It's still basically tied in the State House District 82, and it's still very the same results from BESE. All right, so we are going to the next. So we're gonna. I'm sorry if I butchered a lot of those names, but it was a lot of weirdly spelled names. All right, this one is looking pretty solid for Carter. He has a 6,000 vote lead. Again, it's very early. And yeah, that is it. And over in the 5th district, Letlow is very well. She has 7,000 more votes than Christophe, and still pretty long with Biden's results from 2020. Christophe is getting 32%. Biden's got 34%. So I see this night as a pretty good win for the Democrats. It is still anyone's game in the 2nd district. So let's now go over to the. So it is too close to call in all the races. So let's now go over to. I don't know if we got any new results yet. And apparently they have not updated it. It's still a pretty good lead for Letlow and Carter. It seems like Carter's gonna narrowly miss the 50%, but it's still early. But he will be favored in the runoff. So I'm gonna take a break. Wait for more results to come in. When more results come in, I will come back. They're taking their sweet little time here in the elections. So I will be back when there's more results. All right, everyone, we're back. We have more results. Let's get right into them. So let's start. So right now, it is too close to call on the second district. It is not going to go. We're very close on the cusp of calling, making a projection here in the second. In the fifth, there's no way Letlow is losing this race. So I think I'm now going to call it. I'm calling. I am now calling this. I am now calling it. Louisiana's 2nd District will head to a runoff. Yes, Peterson and Carter will head to a runoff. I have noticed that they will not make neither will make it over the 50% threshold. Carter, who is the Biden administration endorsed candidate, and Peterson, who I believe was endorsed by progressives. This will be a very close race in the runoffs, but this is going to overtime. They're going to have a runoff in April. That is the end of this stream, everybody. I believe we're not. It's going to just stay the status quo. Letlow will win, and this will go to the. But hold on, we need to go check up on the other races before we go off the air. Let's go check up before we need to check up on these results. Carter lead has dropped from 46 to 44, as you see here. He dropped from 46 to 44. But however, Letlow is continuing her huge lead. It is 60 to 30 right now. So it is so it is gonna be Letlow going to win outright, and it is gonna be Carter and Peterson going to a runoff. So that is gonna be never mind. We got another race. It is too close to call Republicans in the state house. This one is going to run off, but obviously it's close between the Republican and Democrat. And finally, BESE, it is too close to call between the Democrat and the Republican. And that, folks, is the end of our stream. Letlow wins. The 2nd District is going to a runoff. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.